Previously, we built a wall for the bathroom extension. We put up some sheetrock, we did some electrical, and we removed this load-bearing door slash wall. Go and check out those videos if you may.
And now it's time for the floor. I gotta break this tile. And then we're gonna do a dry mud pack on it to level it out. Actually, to slope it towards this ground, because this is an inch or two shorter than this side, because this room was added on. So let's get to cracking. The basic idea here is that we're going to put some thin set down on the tile, and then we're going to do a dry pack for making this slope from one ground height to the other with enough room for the tile to sit on, which is like, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch or something. And then we'll have a doorway, I forgot what you call it, but you put it and then it like barches up like that. So you like step on it. This floor will be level and we don't have to step up an inch or two every time we come in here. And so let's jump into the floors.
Like I mentioned, I am putting some thin set down on the tile so that the dry mud pack will stick to the thin set, which sticks to the tile. Now the dry mud pack is just a few bags from Home Depot plus a little bit of sand mixed together. Go check out how you make a dry mud pack. It's really easy, but it is dry and then it hardens over time. Next up, we're going to put up some of the inner sheetrock so that we can go ahead and get the tile down. Now, putting up this sheetrock is, a rather simple task. You just put up 2 sheets, get some drywall screws, put it in, and voila. If you're interested in the electrical, I do have another video on installing outlets and plugs and stuff like that.
Hello there, welcome to another day. I think it has been officially a week since I started on this project, and as you can see, it's not completely done, which I anticipated. So I need to continue texturing this stuff and then sanding, filling out some of the holes like this spot up here. I need to do trim, I need to paint, I need to still build the vanity. So this week, oh, and I need to tile the floor down there. I still got a lot to do.
So without further ado, let's jump into the tile. I bought this tile from Home Depot, and we're going to first dry fit it. Now this tile is a little bit bigger than the existing tile, and this caused some issues that I will talk about at the end of the video. So make sure you stick around to see if it went good, if it didn't go good, and some tips on that. So first we're going to be laying this first piece here. Put the thin set down on the dry pack that is already dry, and then you just line up the rest of the tile. Now doing penny tile insulation is not my favorite. I've only done it one other time and I did not install the first time very great. It is hard to get the tiles to look perfectly lined up. You can sometimes see the lines after you install it and put in the grout. So if you are doing this DIY style, be aware of that. Maybe do some more digging and looking into more tutorials on how to install it properly and not make it look bad, because I feel like penny tile is easiest to look terribly.
Alrighty, we are back. We are tiling. Well, we're grouting today. At Home Depot, I went to get some grout, and I originally got Arctic white or something. It's turned out kind of gray. And then I went and got bright white, and it looked exactly the same. So I think they gave me the wrong one. But I have some older bright white that looks good, and we can't tell if it matches the old tile or not. because the old tile is kind of old and dirty, and I think the color's fading a little bit. So I don't know how it's going to turn out, but stick around to find out. And this is also a good time if you like DIY videos. Make sure you hit that subscribe and follow along and check out my page because I got a lot of cool projects. But let's jump into grouting this tile.
Grouting is one of the simplest things you can do with tile. You just get grout, put it on the tile, and then rub it around, make sure it fills the cracks, and then you wipe off the excess. And then you clean it. Now you can clean in different ways. I like to clean right after and then the next day so that I make sure that it's cleaned off and doesn't have remaining grout marks on it. After all the tile was in, the grout was in, and I cleaned it off, looking nice. There are some issues, and I mentioned this previously, maybe in a different video, that I'm not super happy on the way that this came out. Let me show you a few of these things and explain them. This tile on the left here is like a light gray, and on the right, it's a white. I didn't know this until after I had finished the grout, which is crazy, but they're different colors. They came in literally the same packages that I bought from Home Depot, which is shame on you, Home Depot, or maybe shame on me, I don't know. But they're different, and I didn't notice till it was done, and that's really disappointing on new floors. So I just left it for now. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about it. I figured once I sell the house, I could either just let the new people deal with it, or I can paint the floors or redo them. So let me know in the comments what you think I should do about that. But the next problem, so the transition piece between the old floors and the new floors is not very clean at all. And like I said, I had to build up the mud deck so that it sloped a little bit because the old floor is an inch or two above the floor in our bedroom. And so my idea is that it would just, you know, casually slope into it. No one would notice. But I knew there was going to be a problem because the tile is slightly different and the grout is slightly different. But you can definitely tell it's different when you walk on it. If you're not paying attention, you don't notice it, but I do because I built it. And it also doesn't look the best. Now, I think if I clean the tile up, the old tile up from this new stuff, it will look just fine, but it's not great. It doesn't look premium quality. It just looks like someone screwed up a floor. So that is not good. But for my wife and I right now, it is fine. Ow. It is fine, and it will have to do until we move or make a change. So I'm not too sure what should be done about that. I think the best alternative to what we should have done is just remove all the tile and install all new tile, and maybe hire a professional to deal with this slope and get maybe an opinion on what they would do. So that's my only thought on that. I guess one note on it is when you do walk on it, like I said, it's not that noticeable. Like, it's fine walking from one to the other. There are a couple tiles that are poking up a little bit that you can feel, but it's nothing bad. Like, it's not gonna ruin your home experience. But you do want it to look nice, and that definitely does not look nice. So once again, let me know in the comments. I'll probably get a bunch, if this video gets views, a bunch of people saying this is terrible, and I know. Okay, and one last issue here is the coloring of the tile, the grout specifically. Check this. So the tile, the new tile versus the old tile is different. And then there's the discoloration in the package of tile that I bought that I showed you the first problem. So there's like 3 different tiles and then 2 different grouts. One of them is dirty, so I'm not too sure if it's the same or not. It looks very close. So this is one of those examples where doing DIY did not turn out the best, and hopefully we don't waste a bunch of money on doing it. The tile was not that expensive. Doing it was not that expensive, so that is a good thing. So make sure you go and check out the next episode in this video, or check out the rest of the videos or the rest of the videos in my channel.
make sure that subscribe too. Alrighty, thank you for watching and thank you for stopping by. I will see you out there. I'll see you in the next video. Alrighty.